Hi everybody, Emma here. So just a quick shot and then I'll show you what I'm gonna unbox, which is this. And this just came to the door. This is from AliExpress, so I'll do that separately. But in the meantime, let's adjust the camera here and show you what I got. So let me first say that I got an order from this store through Amazon Canada, and this was the gold work that I'm talking about that I'm getting ready to start doing. It's kind of associated with bead embroidery, but you use this metal bullion to attach to it along with beads and stuff like that. So I have some incredible designs I want to do, and I was able to find this stuff and it was incredible. The price is just phenomenal. I think, like, if you take a look at this one, I do have a video on this unboxing. This was I think like $15, something like that, for this whole amount. So if you, you could potentially go in with somebody else, because I'm pretty sure I will not use all this. So, but it's so much cheaper than buying it, like little, well, here, this is from AliExpress. So these I bought on AliExpress, and I mean, I think they were like $3 or $4 for a package, so it's a great deal as well. But when you think I pay 15 for something like this, and here, like, this stuff is the same as this, and this again was like this huge amount was about $12. So, and that's Canadian. They did have shipping fees, but I'll explain that with the other stuff. I think when it comes up, say one item like this, it's $5 shipping fee. But then when you add other stuff from the same store, and the store name is embroidery material, all one word. And that's on the Canadian site. So I don't know how you would find them on the American site. I know some of the stores that I've talked about on the Canadian Amazon site, people have a hard time finding it on the American one. I might do a search later, and if I find it, I'll pin it to the comments so you can take a look. But so when you add extra items, you don't pay $5 every time. They end up splitting the price of the shipping. So the order that I did, this one as well as the next one, which is what I'm going to show you, was $1.66 each item. So it's not too bad. And the stuff's heavy, so I'm pretty impressed. I think it comes from India, so the mail from India is pretty inexpensive, so it works out great. And it came, I had to sign for it. There was no duty or fees on it, so that was awesome too. So the first thing I'm going to show you is these are tweezers. So part of the gold work is there's a lot of fine work to it. So using tweezers to put little pieces on and stuff. This was, I don't know, where did I put my, I thought I put the price, it was $8.88. That was with the shipping. So I think it was, initially it was like $5 or something like that. So they come in this package now. This package is already ripped and torn. I wouldn't use the package anyway. I would probably put this in a really nice, I'm just going to move my light here so you can see. So I would move it into like a nice container. I probably have these on my desk in a cup or something. So they all come with the little cover, and I am stunned at the quality of these. Unbelievable. Look at how fine that is. That's incredible. Let me get a bead so you can have a clue as to the size. I have some right here that are, these are 11/0s. I don't know if those, yeah, that fit through the hole. Look at that. That's how tiny these. You could pick up a 15 easily with these, very finely. So I am super stoked. So these ones are a bit rounded, and then they go a bit flat here. Yeah, I think they're right. But that's incredible how super tiny they are. So I think you'd have to be careful with these. I think those would probably break at some point if you were, I want to say manhandling. If you were people handling. No, wait, let me correct myself. If you were Emma handling. I have gone through so many nippers, it's not funny. I just ordered, I get a set of 2 for $12 on Amazon. And the last time I got a set of 2, one was for me and one was for my sister, and I sent her a set. And I'll show you what happened to mine. And I think I dropped them. So you see the tip is missing. And you know when you're doing jewelry stuff and you go to get in a little corner or something like that, and you go to cut your wire, you know, you're usually using this end of the tip. So I tried to use it, and it's not working all the time for me. I mean, they still work great, but you just can't get that little fine point. And I have another set. The other set is my fault, because dropping them is not my fault. Look at this. So I was cutting a button shank off of a button, and it totally, I mean, these should be a little more, and this is a beadle-on one. They should be a little more stable than that, but you know, yeah, this one was, I was not happy, but it was my fault. This one, it just slipped off my desk. Not my fault. The story's out on these two, so I'll keep you posted. But anyway, so these, I would have to be very dainty with them. And this is great, the curved. I should leave them out so you can see the different, yeah, like that. And so it's, oh, I'm so excited to work with these. You know what's funny? As a nurse, we're used to using tweezers all the time, because when we do wound care, we were trained to use 2 tweezers. So you never touch anything, because it's always a sterile environment. So you're picking up stuff, and we used to create what they call a peanut. So you take these little 2x2s and you put them in water, and then you fold them around your tweezer, and you use that to clean the wound. And so you're picking up stuff. So I am so used to using stuff. I think for the average person, it might take a little getting used to. But the other part to this is some of these have longer handles, which is great. I was like, what's that black thing in the way? It's the holder. So some of them are longer. Let's see, the handles are longer and thinner. Like that. And they're numbered. Stainless, non-magnetic. That's good, because when you're doing some of the gold work, because it's all metal, you don't want your stuff sticking to it. You want to be able to place it where you need it. So these are amazing. I'm sorry if you're not into this. Just fast forward. I'm really excited about this stuff. This one, the thing's cracked, but you know what? I don't know. This is great that they have these on there, but if I were using these all the time, I wouldn't be wasting my time taking and taking off a thing. So this is another, let me see how, so this is a shorter handle, but wider. It's a bit wider. Let me see. So it has the codes for the sizes. So I am going to toss this container right away. It's just not my jam. But definitely I'm super stoked about the price. That was awesome. Okay, so this one. So again, they're all like, this one is very rounded as well. Shorter handle again. So this one looks like, so this one's a long, thin handle. Let's see what it says, 3C on that one. So here's the difference too on these. You can see this one comes down on an angle and this one has this edge. And I know sometimes you can use the edge for stuff. So that's amazing. And then this one here. Oh, this one, I like this one. So I have to tell you, you may be like, what is that, Emma? So part of doing embroidery and especially gold work is sometimes you will guide the thread down so it doesn't get twisted and you place it in the exact spot that you want it. And what they have for that is a tool called a mailor, and it looks a lot like this. Now it has like a rounded edge on the one side, so you can actually like push your stuff as well. So you could probably do that with this, which is great, or this way to with your beadwork. So this is really, I'm so excited. So let's put those aside here. The other thing I got was one of these bead spinners. So initially when I started out beading, and I would get hanks of beads on, like they're all strung, I used to take them off the stringing and put them in a container and then use them that way. With doing some beadwork, like specifically Kath's treasure box, I was like, now I get why they're on strings, because then you can place them where you want them and then just take the thread, your own needle thread, and wrap it over to kind of tack that strand of bead onto the thing. So I'm like, I need one of these spinners so I can go back and spin. And the funny part was, I had seen one of these wooden ones like 2 years ago for $20, and I was like, oh, I'll never use that, so there's no point getting it. And then I realized what it was for and how I could use it, and I was like, I need one of those. And you think I could find a wooden one? They're all plastic, which is fine. I mean, they work fine. It's not, like, I'm a little picky about, I don't know why. I like lucite flowers, but I didn't want a plastic thing that's going to sit on my desk. Just saying. So anyway, I even when they had the Beadaholic sale, I bought the curved needles for threading, and I'm like, okay, so now I got to get my wooden one. And they had one, and it was after tax, it was $25.61 for the wooden one. Because I have found some places that have the wooden one, but they want like $80 for it. I'm like, what? So anyway, you put your, if you haven't seen them, you put your beads in there. And actually, now that I think of it, I think this bowl should actually be on an angle. So maybe I should have got the plastic one. I'm sure this will work. I hope. So just, oh, the needles are stuck in the plastic. So you just thread your needle, put your beads in here, and put your needle in there, and spin and scoop up. And when you get some on, then push it down, and you do that till you have as many as you need. So it's not something I probably will use a whole lot, but definitely I think sometimes when I'm doing videos of beaded necklaces and bracelets, I end up doing the beading ahead of time because, or the stringing ahead of time, because I don't want you guys to sit there while I'm doing like 11 O's times 300. So that was that, but here comes the good stuff. Oh, I didn't know where to start. Okay, so let's start with this one. So this was $14.22. And so this is how it comes. They are always in the cellophane. And then they're tied with these strands. So I can take this off. And the box was inside the box, the shipping box. There was another layer of cardboard placed inside, so everything was really well protected. The bead spinner was in another box, and it was kind of like a double box because it was like one inside the other, and then inside. This should just release. I do want to mention about the bead spinner and show you something. I did find the woodwork is really nice, but it was filthy. So you can see, and to me this is filthy. Like, it's not like super dirty, but this is dirt. And you see, this almost looked like it had been used before. So not too upset about it. And here's the other thing. The outside has no finish on it, which is not a big deal. I will just sand it down a bit and finish it. But, you know, you buy something new, you don't expect to be cleaning it and putting lacquer finish on it. So I'm just showing you this to let you know that that's the case. It doesn't, it bothers me like a little bit, but I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to enjoy it and not worry about it. But anyway, so you can see how kind of dirty and scuffed up it is. But I used just a magic sponge, and let me see if you can see the dirt, some of the dirt that came off along the edges here. And that was, this area kind of shined up really nice. So I just thought I'd mention that. But other than that, the construction's really well. I did notice that this piece is weird the way it's done. Like, there's chipping flakes of metal. So I would probably take a bit of a double, I think it's a 00 steel wool, and just clean that up a bit. I do realize there has to be like a grip to it, but that's a little dangerous with the flake just fell off. That's the kind of stuff that gets stuck in my fingers. Like, that happened to me, like a piece of metal got in there and then it got affected. I'm like, what was I doing? So let's open this up. Oh my god, this stuff is amazing. So just to let you know, this is they call this one Spiral Dabka Gold, and it's copper, and it's 1 millimeter thick, 100 grams, and it is, look at that, isn't that amazing? Oh, I can't believe it. It blows me away. So I ordered 2 different types of this, and they didn't ship the other one. So I did send them a message, and I'm just waiting to hear back. See if they can either credit me or send me what I ordered. But again, I'm just letting you know up front. It wouldn't be the first time that something's been missing from an order that I've placed. I placed so many. It's bound to happen. And and they usually take care of it, so it's not a big deal. But I'm so impatient. I'm like, well, they're so beautiful. I want the other one. Where is it? I want it now. The shipping on this was really fast. Fast considering it came from India, so 2 weeks. That's fast for me. Considering I wait 2 months sometimes from AliExpress. So this is just, I love this like zigzag. That's going to be incredible. So we'll put that one there. Let's do, so this one's the similar. Actually, this is an even more intricate design. So this was $15.50, 100 grams. This is a little thicker. It's 2 millimeters and the conversion is 10 yards. But so these are, let me see if I can cut these off because they're a little finicky for untying here. So you can see they do a really good job. But they have a YouTube channel. So it's embroidery material. I think that's the YouTube channel. I'll try and check and put it on a link. I think I looked at their channel. I think they do like clothing. So they do all this gold work on clothing. And I think that's what you see in the videos. So the videos are just like they're done with a phone and stuff. They're kind of, not that the phone's bad, it's just, it's not their main gig is what I'm getting at. So they're not the best videos out there, but it gives you an idea. It's interesting to see where some of this stuff comes from. So. Oh my god. This is amazing. Wow. Can you imagine this on, like, that design is incredible. These are beautiful. This, like I said, this is for, I'm going to be using this for bead embroidered bracelets and pins. I definitely will do, I'd like to do some more treasure boxes, but first of all I have to finish Cass. And there's some like complexities to it that's kind of stumping me right now. But I think if I can get it down to, you know, where the top is the main piece and then the sides and the inside are a little easier to complete, then yeah, I'd love to do this kind of stuff. But oh my gosh, this is amazing. I cannot believe this design for this metal. It's just beautiful. So put that one there. This one is 4 millimeter and it was $20.32. That's with the tax, and it's 100 grams as well. So let's see. Get this one. I should use my tools to pull this apart. Oh, I don't know. They look pretty delicate. I'd be like, I should show off my tweezer skills. Okay, we're performing surgery now. It's funny, when we were in nursing school and practicing this stuff, we'd have our little trays and It was like the game Operation, in the sense that we'd practice together and we'd say, like, we would call the other person on if they broke the sterile field. So that's what we called it. So once you opened up your wound cleaning tray, then you couldn't touch anything in it with your hands or your sleeve or, different things. So we'd be like, beep, you touched. This is unbelievable. I would totally do a bracelet with just this. Look, kids. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm thinking, now that I'm looking at this, is amazing how this is done. So this is like a twisted wire and then it's twisted again. But you could take the little bead cap, or not bead caps, but the end caps for bracelets and put it on the end and do a bracelet. That would be amazing. I'm going to need more of this. This is amazing. When I sent them a message to say you can either refund me or send it to me, I don't know if I told them or not, but I was thinking, I'm probably going to make an order soon. Like, how much of this stuff do I need? This is incredible. And it has like a different, gray look to it. So it's kind of neat. I like the fact, like I'll show you another gray that I got from the last order. There we go. So this one was another gray, and this is more of a blue. Let me bring this out a bit. A blue gray. So you can see it's great to have all the different shades. I do color pencil portraits of dogs. So you use a lot of grays, and it's amazing. Even with, I have like multiple different sets of pencils, and different companies make different variations of gray, and there's like different warm gray and cold gray and stuff like that. And it's like, I'll have like a whole bundle of gray pencils, and then I'll be drawing and going, oh, I don't have the right gray. Oh. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. This one's delicious. This was 1438, and they call this one cut dabka. I should have kept the labels, because when you look on Amazon, they don't actually call them these. They just call it like a metal something. I'm just looking, there's something on my screen. Anyway, sorry, I am definitely in squirrel mode today. I was wondering if I should do a video, because like my attention span's about this much. Not much fun for you guys. We just went for a bike ride, and it started out really nice and warm, and there was no wind. And we got halfway, we pulled over so I could take my coat off, and I actually wore shorts, but I put like tights over top because I thought it was going to be warm enough. And so I got my coat off, got on the road like 10 minutes down the road, and the wind shifted and it was coming off the ocean. I froze, and I was so stubborn I didn't stop and put my coat back on until we got close to home. Oh. What on earth? I'm gonna do stuff that's just like totally gold work. This is ridiculous. Whoa. And here's the other thing, the pictures on Amazon I find are better than because you can enlarge them and stuff, so they're better than like bead shops, but they still do not replace having this in front of your hands. Oh, look at, so this looks like the style of the gray, but this is 2mm, so it's thicker. Wow, that is so amazing. Unfreaking believable. So you can see, where is it here? When it comes on, oh, this got mashed. When it, like when you pull it apart, so you can kind of do different textures with it if you pull it apart. Let me put my hand behind there so you can see. That one's mashed, so it doesn't look as good as some of them. Let me see. So you can do, you kind of just gently stretch it out a bit, and then you have that. So it's a little bit different than the solid, but oh my gosh, that's amazing. I cannot believe it. Oh, I have to tell you, it's a secret, but it's not a secret. I have a massive order from Peggy from Buy the Beads, all 4mm bicones. I am, yeah, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, so this one's called Scarlet Red. It's 50 yards, 1088. I don't know, I think it's probably 100 grams. Let me see, that one's 100. I think on average they're 100 grams. Yeah, this is really long. These ones, wow. Let's see if I can just slide that off. There. There's a whole lot of crunching going on. So I throw it in the garbage, and it's just, the garbage is just below my, there's a little shelf next to my desk, and my cat, that's his spot. I had to put a bead mat there for him. Because he would move from there onto my table, onto the bead mat. I'm like, okay, I got it. I got the message. So I let him take like the kind of nylon strands that the beads come on. I let him take that and play with it. He never eats anything, so it's safe, right? But, and I only let him play with it when I'm around. But, so he goes in my garbage, and all you hear is crunch, crunch, crunch. Because he's looking for them. And he, like, if you look over, all you see is this big garbage bin and a head in the bottom of the garbage. He's so funny. This is really beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is unbelievable. Let's go put that there. Doing a little display. This is the last one. So this was 1438 spiral dabka again, and it's called Scuba Blue, 100 grams. Yeah, and it has so they actually, I should check their online store. I'm just noticing that now. So I taught my cat to speak. I was watching a documentary, and they said, you know, why is it that some cats talk and other cats don't? So I guess the researchers did their investigations, and what they came up with is that we teach them how to speak. So of course we do positive reinforcement. If they meow, then we give them stuff. And so they learn very quickly. They're very smart. They learn, if I meow, they're going to do stuff for me. So I would get my cat to talk. So this color on the screen looks like a a cobalt blue, maybe. It is turquoise, a dark, dark turquoise. It's incredible. It just looks amazing. And the design, that spiral, looks awesome. Look at that. That is so beautiful. So yeah, I taught him how to speak. So now when we go in the kitchen, of course, that's like the popular place for a cat. Because that's where we have a treat cupboard, so that's where he gets his treats and his food bowl and his water bowl. And he talks when he wants his water bowl cleaned and filled. We have an electric one, and when I don't plug it in, he sits there and just meow, meow, meow. The water bowl's not working. I need electricity. So my wife started saying, when the cat's meowing in the kitchen, she says, "What is it, Festivus? You're airing your grievances?" It's so funny. This is really amazing. That's I have to do something very soon with this stuff so I can show you what I'm talking about. You're just not going to believe it. I think I'll try and do like a little pin that's easy, and I'll do it in a video so it's even faster. So I'll just put like a couple of big beads and stuff and then some of this gold work, and you would just not believe it. So there's my lovely gold work haul. Yeah, this is just amazing. I'm so excited that I got this stuff. So stay tuned for the reveal. Making some goodies with these things. They're so cool. I'll be like, okay, I want to put this one and this one and this one. It's like big explosion of gold work. There you go. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks so much for showing up. I love doing these videos and getting all the comments back. It's so much fun. It really keeps me motivated and helps my mood so much. So thanks for being there for me. Take care, everybody. Bye.